So, I was gonna drop a video sooner, but I'm glad I didn't because holy cow, the amount of news that's been coming out after the Switch 2 Direct is all over the place. What's supposed to be Nintendo's biggest moment turned into a disaster. Before we start, in this video we will talk about the major issues people voiced, some personal thoughts, and of course your feedback. I will link sources to some of the things I mentioned and also display some examples to understand what we discuss. So let's roll the intro. After the Direct, fans were excited about the Switch 2, but all that came to a screeching halt with the post-Direct information, specifically console and video game pricing like Mario Kart Worlds. There was also some confusion about the Switch 2 physical games where game data wasn't going to be on the cartridge, and it was just going to be key cards to insert in the console to download like you would with disc games for Xbox and PlayStation. Thankfully, that was cleared up, especially for physical collectors, that data will still be on the cartridges, but depending on the games and publishers, it's up to them to put a full game on the cartridge, and even if the initial game will even fit on cartridge. It makes sense if the game is too big to fit on the cartridge, but I was bugged by the fact that Bravely Default, a 3DS game under 20 gigabytes, is a key card, but motherfucking Cyberpunk 2077 is a 64 gigabyte on cartridge. Like, huh? Also, a quick update to this video regarding the Switch 2 enhanced physical copies. All content and the upgrade pack is confirmed to be on cart, so that clears up some confusion with the enhanced physical copies of these games. There's also a list of games that would not be compatible on Switch 2. Some games having startup issues and just issues in general. Some made sense why, but other games got me scratching my head. Apparently, it's due to the Switch 2 not being able to natively run Switch 1 games because the two hardwares are incompatible and have a translation layer. Maybe some of these games will be able to run again on the Switch 2, but it's kind of ridiculous, but we just have to wait and see. Another thing I want to point out is Nintendo showed off Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which is a neat way to explore the Switch 2's new features, but it's not free and you have to purchase it. Mind you, Sony bundled Astro's Playroom for free on PS5, and Nintendo's like, nah, let's charge them for it. Aside from that, I do want to talk about some positives for a second about the Switch 2. It is an amazing console and I love the specs it has. This is the console upgrade people have been asking for, which it's safe to say it's about time. The cool thing I want to share, in case people didn't know, is all Switch 1 controllers will be compatible on the Switch 2, which is awesome. So all the extra controllers you have will be reusable, so you don't have to worry about getting new controllers, unless it's the Joy-Cons because of the drift, or you want the Switch 2 Pro controller with the audio jack to top of the voice chat. This is just for first-party controllers, but third-party controllers probably might be compatible as well, but that's something I don't know, but I hope they will be. Now onto the pricing. I think everyone knows the price points of the games, but there was information about pricing for physical and digital games. Not every game is going to be $70 and $80 that's released on Switch 2. I don't know where people were getting $90 unless they are adding the taxes. There will be games priced at $60 and under, but it looks like Nintendo wants to sell their games for $70 and up, which is very steep. If you want to wait for these games to go on sale, unfortunately Nintendo rarely drops their first party game prices unless it's during holiday seasons and Mario Day specifically for Mario games. Third party games always go on sale even sometimes after a month of release. There are times stores do have deals which you can take advantage of, which I've been doing. So it's just up to you as a consumer if you want to save or spend. Definitely spend wisely and shop smart. For the console itself, personally, the price isn't bad for $450. I know everyone wanted it to be $400, which is the ideal price. I don't have too much of an issue with it being $450 personally, but I do agree $400 would have been better. You could get the bundle with Mario Kart Worlds for $500, which is the better option, but again, it's up to you as a consumer if you want to buy it. I know people want to boycott Nintendo and have flooded their Treehouse stream chat with drop the price, but instead of saying drop the price, all you have to do is not buy the console. Actions speak louder than words. This is somewhat similar to the 3DS and Wii U situation with the pricing, which they ended up cutting, which was the right option. What made all this worse is due to the tariffs being implemented by the almighty Cheeto in the tuxedo. Nintendo has announced it will hold off pre-orders in the US until further notice. The console is still releasing on June 5th, but they just have to figure out the tariff situation to proceed with pre-orders. What was supposed to be Nintendo's biggest moment became Nintendo's biggest disaster. So many factors led to this, which sucks, and I hope things can turn around for them, and hopefully this tariff situation backfires. I am still excited for the console and what Nintendo has in store, but we just have to wait and see how everything goes. So what do you guys think about all this? Please share your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification to be notified for future content. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.